Chapter 12. And at that time King Herod laid hands on some of the church to harm them. And he put James, the brother of John, to the sword. And perceiving that it pleased the Jews, he set out to take Peter too. Now this was in the days of unleavened bread. And he seized him, putting him into prison, handing him over to 4 sets of 4 soldiers to guard him, intending at the Passover to bring him out to the people. Peter was therefore kept in prison, and the church prayed fervently to God for him. And that very night, before Herod was about to bring him forth, Peter fell asleep between 2 soldiers bound by 2 chains. And prison guards stood before the door of the prison. And behold, an angel of the Lord stood by him, and a light shone in the cell. And he tapped Peter's side and woke him, saying, "Rise up quickly." And the chains fell off of his hands. And the angel said to him, "Gird yourself and bind your sandals." And he did so. And he said, "Put on your mantle and follow me." And he went out, following him. And he was uncertain that it was truly happening because of the angel, but thought he was seeing a vision. And he went by the first guard and the second, and they came to the iron gate leading into the city, which opened automatically by itself, and moved along through the street, and suddenly the angel departed from him. And Peter came to himself and said, "Now I know for certain that the Lord sent his angel and delivered me from the hand of Herod and all of the expectation of the Jewish people." And realizing this, he went to the house of Mary, the mother of John, who is called Mark, where a group was gathered together and prayed. And he knocked at the door of the gate, and a young girl named Rhoda came to answer it. And recognizing the voice of Peter, she did not open the gate because of her delight, but ran in and reported that Peter stood at the gate. And they said to her, "You are crazy." But she insisted that it was so. Then they said, "It is his angel." Now Peter continued to knock. Then they opened, and seeing him were amazed. But he motioned with his hand for them to be quiet. He explained to them how the Lord led him out of the prison. And he said, "Tell this to James and the brethren." And he departed and went off to another place. And when it was day, there was not just a little confusion among the soldiers of what had happened to Peter. When Herod inquired of him, and he was not found, he examined the guards and had them led away. And he went down from Judea to Caesarea to spend some time. Now Herod was furiously angry with Tyre and Sidon. But they came to him with one passion, and having won over Blastus, the king's chamberlain, they begged for peace, because their country was nourished by the king's country. And on an appointed day, Herod, clothed with royal garments, also sitting down upon his throne, gave a public address to them. And the people cried out, "It's a voice of a god and not man." Then the angel of the Lord immediately struck him, because he did not give God the glory. And he died, having been eaten by worms. But the word of God grew and multiplied. Now Paul and Barnabas returned from Jerusalem when they had fulfilled their ministry, bringing with them John, who was called Mark.